Part 4. What exonerates and absolves the demonized. Drop all influence immediately. This is very important because we are going to inquire into the weaponization and demonization that can be so dangerous that the women of the demonized man can be raped in full public glare and view, fully justified and glorified by the rabid masses who gather and join in the justification and glorification, derive great sadistic pleasure and satisfaction that only great justice to great injustice can give. Take a look at the extreme apathy and total disregard that Tamil women, girls, and underage girls took, who are his own brethren, show towards Pon Mudi Ayya, when the man has been through great pain and has been bleeding internally profusely for years, like Ramanathan IPS, retired police commissioner of Tamil Nadu Police, India. When I joined Jean Martin Private Limited, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, Vasant Chari used to subtly or cryptically demonize Shanti Pare. But demonization took on a nasty color and ugly turn when Saril Suresh joined the organization who demonized Shanti Pari and her father. Demonization is a strong and ugly form of indoctrination or brainwashing whose compelling influences, implants, or imposes an insurmountable prejudice in the mind. The dangerous and deleterious effect is that it totally kills sensitivity and you stop feeling inside the skin of others or the demonized. For example, even if the person is down gasping for breath and beating his or her hands frantically in the air, fighting for life, you are so dehumanized and extremely apathetic that you just watch him or her convulse and die battling hard for life. You just don't feel anything. You just don't care. And in fact, you justify the terrible death and gore as something that the person deserves and then glorify it as a fitting punishment and great deliverance. But why? Deliverance from what? The answer is in the meaning of the word demon. He or she is a demon, and a demon needs to be destroyed, lynched in public, and burnt alive, or raped or gang raped in full public glare and view, and butchered. The terrible death and gore is glorious, for it delivers us from evil. A demon is evil, and the evil is dead and buried deep or burnt alive. You glorify and exalt the lynchers, murderers, rapists, assassins, and gang rapists to the status of heroes, superheroes, godsends, or even demigods. For example, Nathuram Godse is a godsend to the Brahmins who is worshipped even today by the Brahmins and is glorified, held in high esteem because he destroyed the demon Mahatma Gandhi ji. Mahatma Gandhi was an evil that strode this earth, and now the evil is dead. So say the Brahmins. Now, who is the real evil? The evil dead Mahatma Gandhi, or the fear or tremendous fear that killed Mahatma Gandhi because the Brahmins were terrified by the prospect that they might lose their domination, hegemony, monopoly, and supremacy of 10,000 years to a Baniya Mahatma Gandhi, who came with a departure to the fundamental approach to freedom, fraternity, and sovereignty, the means of violence and satyagraha that took the nation and the world like a storm. Therefore, tap, invoke, and exploit the 10,000 years of conditioning or programming, the conditioning or programming of Sanadana Dharma, Manu Dharma, at the top of the food pyramid, and Brahmanism, demonize Mahatma Gandhi, and destroy the evil dead. Fear killed Christ, and the self-same fear came around a full circle, and this time, though Christianity herself persecuted, imprisoned, and almost killed Galileo Galilei, tapping, invoking, and exploiting the 1,500 years of Christian conditioning or programming. Having gone into demonization fairly deeply and having understood that demonization primarily stems from fear or tremendous fear, we inquire into how demonization is a fallout of weaponization and can be turned into a modus operandi whose great success is normalized and standardized as a signature or trademark style. First, entrap, embroil, and entangle hyper males or super hyper males like Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, Saidai Kittu, Prajwal Ravanna Gowda, and to a far lesser degree, Bill Gates, Alec Baldwin, Boris Johnson, Wadayar, Devar, Naikar, and One Year. Why hyper males and super hyper males? Because these super hyper testosterone engines are the ones who fight your battles and win you your freedom and protect your women and children. You must get rid of them. You must get them out of the way at any cost or destroy them. Only then you can rape or gang rape and impregnate their women. For example, white Caucasian women impregnate white Caucasian women and perpetuate your genes. That is Stalin Brahmin genes or Brahmin genes. Therefore, entrap, embroil, and entangle the hyper males and super hyper males, mostly in devastating sex scandals, initiate a vicious smear campaign, weaponize and demonize. Once the tarnished image takes the ugly and terrifying shape of a perfect demon in the rabid psyche of women, it becomes almost impossible to pull and tear down the image and shred it or disassociate it with extreme apathy and remorselessness which go with it or that is tagged to the image inextricably or is inseparably concomitant. Now, even the women who support love and live by the graces of Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Epstein, Weinstein, or white Caucasian and Israeli or Jewish women, or Devar, Vanir, Wadayar, Naikar, or Mudaliyar women, girls, and underage girls, even if these girls are raped, gang raped, murdered, and burnt alive, the rabid masses will en masse feel nothing at all for them, even if the rape, gang rape, murder, and burnt alive victims were burnt alive, because there are the demons women, girls, and underage girls, and therefore it is perfectly justifiable to, to be consumed by extreme apathy for these women.